Here's a fun question from Joshua Starr in Indianapolis, Indiana. Joshua asks, is it possible to exclude experts exchange from search results? Why are they ranked so high with such a spammy interface? All right, well, there's a lot of different nuances to the answer to this question. We're not going to remove experts exchange because they don't violate our quality guidelines, or at least they currently don't, in that they don't cloak. Some people think that they do cloak, but if you go and you look at the cached page, you try to get an answer, and you click on the cached page, and you go down to the very bottom, the content is there. So it's not as if they're showing different content to Googlebot than they are to users. If they did, that would be a valid reason for removing experts exchange or any other site. However, if you use SearchWiki, you can remove experts exchange from individual queries. And it's not just for that one query. We'll often remove it for related queries. So if you really don't like a particular URL on experts exchange or even the site, you can sort of click to remove that, do a search for them and remove and all that sort of stuff in SearchWiki. And we'll try to learn over time that you don't like experts exchange. So why are they ranked so high? Why don't you take action? They look spammy. If they're not violating our quality guidelines, just because someone does or doesn't like a website is not a good enough reason to try to take somebody out. We try to maintain that quote by Voltaire, I may not like what you say, but I'll defend to the death your ability to say it. So just because someone says something objectionable to us doesn't mean that we'll remove it from our index. So whether you think it is spammy or not is up to you, and you can use SearchWiki, but if it doesn't violate our quality guidelines, we try to be very careful about that. You don't just remove a site because you don't like it, for example. It has to be an actual violation of our quality guidelines, or some sort of legal removal or something like that, like a virus or malware or Trojan, those sorts of things. So you can still do it for yourself, but unless something changes, I don't expect us to remove it from our search results.